Is following what has to be one of the more fun stories in the last couple of years. There is a street artist named Banksy, Sherry Preston, who, shall we say, struck again over the last couple of days? Sherry Preston?
He's known for graffiti. He's known for stenciling and graffiti. And this was one of his original artworks, probably his most famous, the girl with the balloon. She's like reaching up for a balloon that's in the shape of a heart. It sold. They expected it to sell between like $200,000 and $300,000. Instead, it went for almost $1.5 million at Sotheby's in the middle of a room full of very rich people. The second it was sold and the hammer went down, suddenly it started self-destructing and went through a shredder that he had built into the frame of the photograph, and it went and stopped halfway, which a lot of people say the fact that it stopped halfway made it even more ingenious, because now you still have a Banksy, but it's cut in half, and you have a story to go along with it.
I would say, I would say the whole painting and the whole thing is now worth significantly more.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and he actually put a video out on his Instagram page explaining how he did it. And he said if this ever went up for auction, he wanted this to happen. And you can see on the Instagram page, he even built the shredder itself. It's kind of cool. It's got little X-Acto knives in there and what made it actually, go down and thread. And what else is interesting, McGraw, is that there's a lot of speculation because nobody really 100% sure who Banksy is. There's been speculation for years on who he might be, what artist he might be. There's some talk that he might be this British musician. Others say they think it's this guy who's been an artist for a long time. But they say they think that he was in the room when it happened, and nobody knew he was there. So he may have been the one that set off the remote control to make it shred, and then he was taking a video of it itself when it shred. And people say they saw this guy. He was wearing like a pair of glasses. He had his videotape on that when it happened, kind of knowing it was going to happen before it was happened, and then he quickly left the room.
This guy is the master of deception, but somebody's got to be in the room to hit the button for the shredder to start working, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's got a lot of people who are friends of his. I mean, he's people who try to shield his identity and who will say who it is or who it isn't. I mean, they try to keep it a secret. So it's kind of cool when you have actually something that's still a secret in this day of social media when nothing is a secret anymore. It's kind of cool to try and figure out and speculate who they think it is. They think it might be this artist by the name of Robin Gunningham, because he was seen at several places. They think they spotted him, but other people think it was this British musician, the Massive Attack. He's the front man for that, and his name is Robert Del Naja. He was seen, and these Banksy artwork started showing up at different locations where this band Massive Attack would play. So people were saying, okay, now if we speculate this, they performed here and a Banksy showed up here, so we think it's him. However, the first guy, this Robin Gunningham, criminologists at Queen Mary University, they used crowdsourcing techniques to try to identify where he was at a certain time, statistical techniques. I mean, it's been a guessing game in Britain for a really long time, but they think that's who it is, that first guy.
Do we know who bought the painting?
No, that was a secret. It was one of those, rich people that buy it online and have a person do it over the phone for them.
Yeah.
Maybe he bought it.
Maybe he bought it. So, how about that? So the painting self-destructs after being sold for $1.4 million. What a great story. Sherry, thanks for checking in.
Take care, guys.